where we all about positivity and love and all of those wonderful things. So, in today's video, we are going to talk about 20 things that I learned at 23 years old. I know. I don't look 23 years old. I get it all the time, but I am. My birthday was a couple weeks ago. It was September the 9th. A few weeks ago, I don't know, depending on, I'm gonna post it in so a few weeks ago, and I never got around to recording this video. I had the 23 things written down already, ready to go. I just had other things that I had to record first. So without further ado, let's get into the first thing is, not everyone who laughs with you is your friend. I've learned a lot about friendships in the past little while, and wow, the lighting just like drastically changed. Natural lighting problems, but it's okay. So yeah, I've learned a lot of lessons when it comes to friendships recently, and I've learned that not everybody who, laughs, jokes with you, and is hanging out with you and everything's all gravy is really your friend. The second thing that I learned is start your dreams now. There is no perfect time. There's never going to be some perfect opportune moment. If you wait for the perfect time to start your dreams, you're going to be waiting forever. Facts. Sam Crowley said that one. Love his podcast. Might link that down below because it's awesome. You can't give with an empty cup. I am the queen of just doing and doing and doing and doing, and I've learned that when my cup is empty, when I have nothing left inside of me, when I am pooped to my core, I have nothing to give. The quality of my content is trash when I do this. I'm not as helpful when people are reaching out to me. I'm not as connected. I'm not as there. So I have to, self-care is just important. Not everyone uses common sense. Things that you think would just be like, why didn't you just use your common? Not everybody uses common sense. And I had to learn that not everybody thinks the same way that I do, and things that just make sense to me, other people are just simply not going to get. Time does not equate the value when it comes to friendships. I've had friends that I've known for 10 plus years, and they are not nearly as good as friends to me and as supportive and as there for me as friends that I've known for maybe 2 years or a year, 6 months even. Like, a lot of the people I've met in this community, I consider better friends to me than people that I've known since I was a little girl. So time, the time that you spend with somebody, quantity does not equal quality. I don't like back massages. I've realized this. I've gotten them a lot, and I've always figured, maybe it was just the person who gave the massage, but I would blame the person every time I got a back massage, and I think I just learned that I don't like them. Next is relationships of any kind need open honesty. Whether it's a friendship, a relationship with your significant other, your family relationships, you have to be able to talk to each other, and you have to be able to be honest with each other and tell each other how you really feel for it to work. And that's something that I've learned, that I've worked on. I've worked on not holding things in and bottling in all my negative emotions. I try to let those out because that is the healthy way to do things, to have a healthy relationship. Email lists are worth it when it comes to blogging. There's a lot of work involved. I'm sucky at coding and getting the little stuff to pop up and do whatever, but I will have an email list when the Cherishing Flow blog relaunches, which I'm doing Blogtober. So I don't know if I said that before, but I'm doing Blogtober. It's official. You guys have told me on Twitter and on Instagram that that's what you wanted me to do, and so I'm going to do that, and so that's going to be when I launch. It was going to be September 10th, the day after my birthday, but things did not pan out that way. My website was not ready, and so now I'm going to do Blogtober, so you're just going to get posts every single day for the month of October, so that should be exciting. So yeah, not all clients are going to be easy to work with. I love what I do. For those of you that don't know, I'm a social media manager. I love what I do, but I have realized that just because I love what I do does not mean I'm always going to love doing it, not because of the work, but because of the clients. Some clients, as a social media manager, some people think they know more than what they know, and so they try to educate you on what you do, and it can be, and the way they do it is kind of like in a belittling, disrespectful kind of way, and it can be like, where you're just like, really? Is that? Which brings me to my next thing. Starting a business from scratch is hard. Okay, as you guys know, I'm a social media manager. I started that on my own. I brought it up from the ground up. I found my own clients. I've done it all by myself, and it's not an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of work. I also have another business, Social Peach. I will link their information down below, where I have business partners, we have colleagues, and that is not easy. There's so much to do, especially when you're doing startups, especially in the online influencer industry. It's a lot, and it can be difficult. Balancing in life is important is my next one. I've kind of sucked at it up until maybe the past month or so. I used to be a workaholic. I would only really work, and I hung out with my friends like once every blue moon. My friends will tell you I sucked at being social. And then like earlier on in my years, I never worked. I never took anything seriously. All I did was hang out with my friends. So it was like finding that balance, that in between, is super duper important in order to be successful and maintain your mental health all at the same time. Planning on diving deeper into that in either a video or a blog post soon, so keep your eyes open for that. The bigger your influence online, the more the people who know you personally offline can be hateful. I have, ever since I started my account on Instagram and my Twitter account, and I've grown, and you know, I don't think, like, I'm not big on Twitter and Instagram or anything like that by far. But as my account, like as soon as I reached 10K, I started like getting these sarcastic remarks from my friends, or not even my friends, from like associates, people I don't even really know on Instagram. And people, I've had somebody send me an entire email on my blog once, gosh, I wish I still had that post, of them telling me, you know, I think that I'm all that because I got 20K on Twitter or something like that. And I was just like, where do you get this from? Like, you haven't seen me, you haven't spoken to me, we don't know each other, but you're just assuming that I think I'm all that because I have 20K on Twitter. Like, that's a lot. I feel like, first of all, I feel like I'm nobody. Like, I don't feel like I'm anybody big or important. So I'm just like, what? Like, what? But, you know, people do that and they think like that, and that's dumb. Which brings me to the next thing, which is people behind keyboards can be pretty venomous. I haven't experienced a lot of it because I'm still, like I said, I'm super duper small time. I'm not some big famous person on YouTube. My blog was not that. I had 1,000 subscribers, which was awesome, but I wasn't like super huge on the blogging scene. I'm not super huge on Twitter and Instagram, but I do see hateful things that people say online, and people can be, even in the small YouTube community I see in Facebook groups, people can be very venomous behind a keyboard, just downright evil and mean for no reason. It's never called for, and I just be like, and which is why social media detoxes are so important. They're so important. The next thing is, working from home isn't for everyone. I'm thinking it could be easy. Anybody could do it. It's no big thing. And while I do love it and I don't regret it, it's not easy. It's a lot of work, and it makes balancing extremely difficult, extremely hard. It takes a lot out of you because you have to be your own boss, which means you have to make yourself do stuff. You gotta be like, hey, you need to get yourself over there, you need to write this blog post or whatever. And it's hard to focus sometimes. Sometimes I just feel lonely. Sometimes I can be really lonely. Sometimes it's hard to be sociable. Sometimes you know that you don't have anywhere to go. So when you wake up, you don't even want to get out of bed. It's hard to be disciplined. It's not for everybody. And some people genuinely don't like it. Like, making videos, I love. Doing blogging, I love. Writing blog posts for the other websites I write for, social media management, I love all of it. But if you don't love the things that you're doing at home, you're gonna hate working from home. You're gonna hate it. It's gonna suck. So it's not for everybody. People think, oh, I'm gonna work from home so I don't have to get up and go to work. Trust. Some of you need to go ahead and don't do it because it's not for you. Just because it seems easier does not mean that it is, because it's not. The next thing is, it's okay to fail. That's a little tougher for me because I was always really, really hard on myself. I'm really hard on myself when it comes to singing, my voice. My boyfriend tells me all the time I'm too hard on myself when it comes to that because he thinks I have this great voice, and I have given myself so much criticism. When it comes to this YouTube channel, I'm really, really hard on myself. When it comes to a lot of things, I'm hard on myself. So when I fail or things don't go the way that they're supposed to go, I used to take it really hard. But now I'm just like, it's okay to fail, because every time I fail, I learn something, and the next time I do it, I can get so much better, and that makes the success feel so much better. If you're successful off rip, you don't really feel the same level of gratitude. My next one is like one of the biggest things I've learned in my 23 years of living. It's not a long time, but I feel like people go way longer than me not learning this lesson, and that's, it's okay not to be like everybody else in your field, because you can still be successful. You do not have to be like everyone else who does what you do and you can still be successful. Be yourself, especially in the influencer game, especially when you working online and you're doing things like YouTube. Be you, do you. Do not make some lifestyle beauty YouTube channel if you don't even like makeup like that. Don't make some lifestyle beauty channel if you don't even care about that kind of stuff. Don't make a self-development channel if self-development is not your thing. Don't, just do what fits you. On my Instagram, I know other influencers and bloggers, they post different type of stuff, and they post this and they post that, and their whole like Instagram dynamic, you know, you even read the little things that they say your Instagram is supposed to be like, you know, a certain theme or whatever. You on my Instagram, you're gonna see a whole lot of me, because that's all that I have. Like, I say stuff, I speak from my heart. I'm myself. When I'm in my Instagram stories, I'm being myself, and myself is not some super organized all the time. While I am happy, I am goofy and bubbly, and I am a girl boss. That is what I stand for. I do it in my own way, and it took me a long time to learn that that's okay. I don't have to be like all the other ones who have like 500K, because I'm gonna reach that level by being me, because that's what's unique, that's what's different, that's what's gonna make you stand out, is you just being you, because there is no other you on Instagram, and I don't need to follow a bunch of the same thing. That's wasteful. So just do you. Do what, talk about, even if what you talk about you've never seen on YouTube before. Do that, because it fits you. It's you, it's who you are, and that's what's gonna bring people to you. The smaller the circle, the less drama you have. Whew, if y'all saw my last video, you know that I talk about friendships a lot lately, because my friendships have interchanged greatly in the past year or so. People who I wasn't talking to, I speak to on a regular now. People who I used to speak to on a regular are not in my life at all. And my environment is different because of that, in a positive way. I have the best environment because of the friendships that I have. So I'm very grateful for that. And because my circle is not very big, I don't have like a bunch of friends, I don't have a lot of drama. Because when I did have a lot of friends and I had so many different people to talk to, there was drama upon drama upon drama. Everybody had tea, everybody had somebody to talk about, and I was over it. Like, it's draining. The smaller circle you have, you don't need like 50 friends. You just need a few good ones that really have your back. Time changes people is my next one. This is really a tough pill for people to swallow. I learned this actually a long time ago, but in my 23 years, I've learned that as time goes on, the older that you get, you will grow apart from people. I have a friend who comes to my mind all the time, who was like my best friend growing up, from the time I was like 2 up until I was like 16, and all the way up until I was like 20. I was hurt that we weren't friends. And I realized that time changes people. We're no longer the same people. I'm not who I was when we were friends. She's not who she was when we were friends. And I still have so much love for this girl. I still think she's wonderful. I still think she's beautiful, and she's successful in what she's doing, and I love her so much. Like, she probably don't even know. Like, I love her so freaking much. But we grew apart. We have our own lives now. We do our own thing. And time does change people, and not in a negative way. It could be in a good way or a bad way, but time will change people. You're not always going to be the same person that you are. If you're like 12, you're not always going to be the way that you are right now. You're going to change, and there's nothing wrong with that. Your work ethic has to match your imagination. Whatever it is that you want in life, if you want to be like the CEO of a company, your work ethic has to go with that. You have to have the same work ethic as the CEO of a company. You have to work just as hard. You have to have that same drive. You have to push like that. Super duper important. Change is good. I was just talking about how time changes people, and change is a good thing. I used to be afraid of change because of the challenges that it could bring. It took me so long to make this move to Georgia just because I was afraid of too much change. Like, I changed my scenery a lot. Now I go with my gut. I go with my intuition, because change is not as fearful for me now, but it was before. I was extremely afraid of change. I hated change. I hated the thought of change. I couldn't stand it. I was like, no, things are gonna change. I don't want that. It would take me forever to go to the next step, because I was always afraid of what challenge that next step would bring. But change is so good because it helps you grow. You never ever grow in your comfort zone. Super duper important to know. The 20-second thing is, I have failed at taking care of my locks. I've learned that super duper recently, like maybe a month or 2 ago. I learned that I was not moisturizing it the way that I should. I actually wasn't moisturizing my locks at all. I know. I wasn't moisturizing my hair. I wasn't washing it as often as I should. I washed it often as I thought I should, but loose natural hair and locks are not the same, and I couldn't treat it the same, and I was treating it the same. So yeah, so I wasn't taking care of my hair right. I am now though. I'm getting it together, so you know. The last thing is that after 23 years, I have found what my passion is, what I'm passionate about, what I want for my life, and what I want it to look like. And my favorite thing about this is that I'm at a place where I know what my passion is, and my passion is not just one thing. I don't just have a passion for YouTube. I don't just have a passion for blogging. I don't just have a passion for social media. I have a passion for all of these things, and one does not outweigh the other. I don't think that I would ever be like, oh, I'm gonna let this go for this. I love all of these things, and they're all my passions. I love being an influencer. I love being able to inspire people. I guess that's my passion if I was really just to pick one, but in different ways. I don't like just inspiring people in one way, using just one platform. I wanna reach as many people as possible in as many different ways as possible, because some people don't watch YouTube videos, some people don't read blogs, some people don't like in social media. You know, there's always different ways. I like to see people in person and try to inspire them. It's just super duper important to me. It's super duper important to me to help build people up and help them with their self-development, their positivity. Smile at somebody. You never know how your smile is going to affect another person. So yeah, I found my passion. It took me a really long time to find that. I thought that I always knew what direction I was going in, and I have had amazing self-discovery, and now I am here, and now I have learned what I was put on this earth for, and I feel like I am super duper blessed to have reached 23 years and at such a young age know exactly what it is I want for myself, what I want my future to look like. I know exactly where I want to be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. I don't, have it exactly mapped out yet, but I know, I have the idea, I have the vision, I have the picture. So now I just have to walk in that knowledge and go through what I need to go through to get there. I am 23 years old, you guys, and I am super duper happy to have reached this far on my journey. Gosh, this video is so much longer than I thought it would be, and I don't know if I'm gonna have enough storage, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you got something from it. Hopefully some of these things that I have learned you can learn from without having to actually go through the things I had to go through to learn these things. So yeah, let me know how old you guys are in the description box below. And also let me know what you think about Blogtober, because I haven't asked my YouTube channel yet. If you guys think Blogtober is a good idea, comment in the description box below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the road to 500, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are lit. You guys are amazing. Go follow my couple's channel. We just uploaded like 2 videos today, and well, not uploaded, we just recorded 2 videos today. We upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On this channel, I upload on Fridays, and so you guys get videos with my face in it quite often. When the blog comes out after Blogtober, I'll be uploading a new blog post every Monday. I don't know if I'm going to do twice a week like I did on the last blog, because I'm already doing, these 2 channels, and I have the other business, and we have a YouTube channel and a blog over there, and I write for the blog, so I have to try to keep myself at bay. So right now I can only guarantee 1 blog post, and plus I blog write for websites for a living. So I will see you guys in the next video.